Hello and welcome. In this lesson, we're going to show you how you can create a Julian date in Power Automate. So the first thing we need to do is find out, all right, so what is a Julian date? In the military or the government, they use Julian dates, and it's usually made up of the first two characters, or actually the last two characters of the current year. So it would be 25, and then the number of days between the first date of the year to the current date. So the first thing we're going to do is going to show you how to subtract the number of days between the current date and the first date of the year. Now let me show you. I'm going to show you this date calendar, or date calculator. All right. So between January 1st of 2025 and May 25th, which is today, 2025, you see that the difference is 144 calendar days, okay? Now we're going to reproduce this in Power Automate. So back to Power Automate, I have a manually trigger a flow, and we're doing a compose action. And what I'm doing here is I'm getting the number of days in between January 1st of this year to today's date. Let me show you the formula. So this is the formula I put in. So again, we have January 1st of this year minus today's date. And if we go to test, now remember, we're supposed to be getting 144 days according to the date calculator. So if you look in here, we get 143. Now, I don't know why. Somebody in chat or in the comments can tell me why we're getting 143 instead of 144. So, but we're going to adjust this. Okay, so we need to adjust the result by adding one number. So the next compose statement, I go to edit, you see that all we're doing is we're putting int and then in parentheses a 1. So we're just putting in a 1. This says 1, right? That's in our expression for compose 2. Now what we need to do is we need to add that 143 that we got for first compose, to the 1 that we got for compose 2. And then we will get our 144 number. So to do that, I'm going to go to compose 3. and show you that formula. So this is the expression. You would add the output of compose, the first compose to the output of compose 2. And if we test it and see what we get for compose 3, so we get 144 right here. That's exactly what we want. All right. So the next step is how to get the last 2 digits of the current year. Just go back to the flow. On compose 4, we're using this formula. Now you can use a different formula if you want, but this is how you get 25 extracted out of 2025. So if we run a test on this, and we look at the output for compose 4, 25, and there we are, 25. And so all we need to do now is we need to combine the 2-digit current year with the number of days. So we should get 25,144, and that will give us our Julian date. So go to compose 5. And this is the formula. So we're using and making sure that the output is in an integer. So you have int concat of compose 4. Remember, compose 4 is the 25. So it's saying 25. And then we're combining that 25 with our outputs of compose 3, which is 144. So when you test it, see what we get for compose 5. We get 25,144, and that's the current Julian date. So tomorrow, the Julian date would be 25,145.